Where do you put your phone when you go to sleep? If you put it too far away and the alarm goes off, you have to get up and it makes you wake up and go get it. But it also like rings for a while. It's kind of annoying. If you put it too close, like I'll wake up and turn off my alarm immediately and not even really wake up. To find the optimal where I should put my phone, I've been putting my phone next to my bed where a nightstand would go. But all I have right now is a old coffee maker box. So this video is me making a new box. Hopefully I'll have a spot to put my phone while I'm sleeping. Going into this, I didn't have much of a plan, but I did know I wanted to do a waterfall joint, try out a couple new techniques that I had never done, a half lap joint, and some other new joiner that I'd never done before. What I've showed so far is just the milling process, so planer, and then I don't have a joiner, so I'm using a, right here I show a router and a 6-foot level. This gives me that third straight edge, and then obviously I have a chop saw, so I can ride on the newly jointed router side. But when I did this, it was the first time I'd ever had to do it on something longer than 6 feet. So down here, I run into a problem where I hit the clamp with the router. So this is how I went around it. I just slid the level down and then marked it with some lines and lined it up. It wasn't perfect and it came off weird, but you'll see it if you watch the video. I'll show where the lines don't meet up. Throughout this whole video, you'll see like tons of minor and also like major mistakes I make. But like right there, I drop the piece of wood or whatever. Like nothing runs efficiently in my little garage shop, and everything is done wrong. Like I know it's not the right way to do it. I don't have a joiner, right, and I don't have a good table saw fence, so like the cuts don't come out straight. But like I'm just having fun, and this nightstand is going in my room, so can't even say that I'm screwing over a customer or anything because I'm the only person that's ever going to use it. So in the comments, like feel free to just tell me everything I'm doing wrong. I probably know that I'm doing it wrong, but let me know anyway in the comments. I love to read those and reply to them all.
I'm going to put 2 more clamps on.
Glue ups are so hectic in here.
Put those in there too.
And the type mod I use has been through like a winter and a summer in my garage, so it's definitely expired or whatever. I don't know how good of a hold it has. And all these time lapses are sped up like 500 times. It takes me so long to do this. They're so stressful. I swear every glue up I do something stupid like this. I also think I get close to the drying times on every single one of these glue ups. Hopefully it's at least fun to watch. Make sure all the pressure's even and they're lined up. Right here, I dropped the clamps. So I'm gonna play it in a second. Should really try to minimize that time, but I don't, and I still somehow mess it up. Like these later took so much sanding, like it was ridiculous. I don't know if it's a problem with the way I plane my boards or like the joining on with the router, but that thing was not a good glue up at all. And there's like a big lip on it where I had to sand it down. This was a really gnarly cut. I'm trying to do the waterfalls and I got to do some weird stuff. I started the cut on the miter saw at 45 degrees, but you can't flip the board over because the miter saw only rotates one way. That's what I call ingenuity. So you come up with another solution. I used a skill saw. I know you can do it on a table saw, but I don't have a really good crosscut sled. So I didn't do it there. I used a skill saw and some straight edges, and then I made the back. And then once those were cut, I started making the back. The design I got in my head is pretty much just a cube. So these 3 waterfall sides with the grain falling around, and then this is a separation shelf that makes it 2 compartments. This glue up gave me so much trouble. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I could not do it. This is a video. The next clip is a video of sped up to 50 times speed. Took me like all the way through the drying time, and I had to give up and rip it apart at the end. So enjoy me struggling here. And then I began working on the drawers. This is the first time I've ever done drawers. I bought these slides from Home Depot. They suck. They were marketed as soft close, and they barely soft close. But the drawer I showed in that video is obviously, you're not going to see the plywood because there will be a drawer front. But I had to rebuild that whole thing because it was not the right size. I wasn't thinking about the trim that I put on here that I showed. And I wasn't thinking about the thickness of the drawer front that I build later, so I rebuilt it all. This is a time lapse of me gluing up the trim. Just one piece, but it took me forever. And that concludes the first day I worked on this. The project as a whole took around a month. First 2 weeks was just acclimation, and then I worked on it for a day and forgot about it for a couple weeks, and then came back and finished it the second day, which is not this. This is just an older clip from the same day, but that's the start of the drawer front. All those 1x2s will be carved, and it's like I try to do a cool design, but run into a lot of problems later. I was amazed that I got this drawer to work, and I'm in this clip unaware that I have to rebuild the whole thing the next day. And this is that next day where I started working again. Here's me gluing up the drawer front, throwing some weights on, putting the trim. And then I tried to do dovetails, which is the first time I ever got to use them, and they kind of worked, but it was plywood, and I did not use them. I just threw some screws and called it a day. This is the right size this time. It actually slides much better, even though those drawer slides suck, and it gives me space to put on the drawer front. Those clamps are gluing up the last trim, just that one little piece, and then I can work on the drawer front again. So I was going to have some really cool footage of me carving the drawer front, but my angle grinder blew up. I got kind of into it. I was going to make a tree, and it was going to be really cool, but, you know, my angle grinder gave up on me and was smoking, so I got as far as I did and gave up. This is me water popping the nightstand. It gives you a good look at what the grain's going to be. It's so satisfying to do in real life, but it's nothing compared to the real finish. The real finish pulls that same color out. It is beautiful. This video is sped up to like 100 times or something. It seems so easy to put on finish, but in reality it just takes forever. This is what it looks like. My carving does not look like a tree in this video. That's okay. You don't have to tell me in the comments. That's the little drawing I had before of what I thought it was going to look like, and then what it looks like in real life. And this is what it looks like in my room, where I'm going to put it so I wake up on time in the morning. It's the perfect distance. I won't turn it off in my bed, like in my hands, and I don't have to get up and go somewhere to get it. Yeah, I kind of like the way it came out, but, you know, there's obviously room for improvement, and it's much better than this. Subscribe, like the video, and comment on what I should do next and any problems with my woodwork.